Can you each give us an example of, let's call it a business or a solution that you provide that has a self-sustaining component, or at least, and what made that successful?
I would say that people getting together and talking, and you've heard the word community used up here, has proven it's self-sustaining since it's gone back to when we were all in caves, worrying about the next bison that we were going to kill, and hopefully not like Leonardo DiCaprio eating it raw. But I think a lot of this starts with getting people together and talking and understanding that, and there are differences generationally there, and understanding that people may consider communication to be all about expressing themselves, and so are they at all present for what other people are saying, for what other people are bringing it to it there? Are they soliciting feedback from other people around what they're saying there? So you're absolutely right. And it's, I'm obviously of an age as well where I can see a lot of things like, why did that not make it? And this has here. In the 90s, I was working with a startup that was trying to do computer-assisted psychoeducation, and we didn't get to our third round of funding. I came across a billboard the other day on somebody who's like 400,000, online therapy visits that this guy has obviously done there. So some of these things, while they may not make it there, they will make it later on. But conversation that leads to action, that's not going to go away.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I think will keep us going is the competency program. I know a lot of companies have really abandoned that, but it's only because they didn't know how to do it. But the competency model works, and so that's a formal, and it forces us to go back every year and reassess our competencies. We're going to do that as long as I'm at the bank, because that's what we do in life. We're resetting, right? What do we need to tune up? And so the easiest thing for us is we go to a department head and we show them the 48 competencies in 8 competency families and say, circle the ones that matter most to your goals. Well, I don't need leadership training. I just need my people to listen better, coach, and do this. So sometimes, like, even what we're being asked for, we need management training, we need leadership training. Well, just tell me really what you need. Well, I need my people to coach. Then you don't need leadership training. You need them to learn how to be better coaches. And so that saves us money, but it also zeroes in. That's something I think that's going to keep us, because that's the point that we all share. We're all going, we call it the EDGE program. We're all going back to this program twice a year, and that's the place we go to, we reset, and we go back out again. So to your point, how do you keep it going? Well, you have to have something beyond you and me that keeps this thing going. It's bigger than anybody in the bank. And I blame everything on the EDGE. When people say, why are we doing training? It's the EDGE. I don't know. It's the EDGE. I would blame. But it's bigger than anybody in the bank, because it's a program that involves 1,800 people. And so we're EDGE-driven. And so if you read any book on psychology, people like to follow things bigger than anybody. It's a cause. And right, so they like to follow that, and that's why we created that. So.
Yeah, it's creating those ongoing opportunities. So we brought people to a meditation class last week. Afterwards, people say, let's have a meditation club. So creating lots of clubs based on similar interests is a great way of doing that. So that's like an example of the organic way of doing it. And that's always going to be the most powerful way. Something that we also do for all of our sessions is we create accountability partners at the end. So in our time management session, for example, does anybody else procrastinate like I do? That's a huge time management challenge. And so we ask people, what's one thing you've been putting off? They all write it down, and then they face each other and say, okay, you're my accountability partner now, and I want you to follow up in a week with your accountability partner and ask if they did their one thing. So it's really cool when we see people on Twitter saying to each other's accountability partner, hey, did you do your one thing? Yeah, we did our one thing. Or like in Slack. It makes it fun. So it's us holding it to them, holding them accountable, but also creating those ongoing opportunities for them to do it organically.
Can I add one other thing? Get on panels with people like Regis, because he's dealing with a different population than I am there. So if you
I've
want
learned
to
a
keep
lot from working at BuzzFeed. Let me just say, like a lot from the people that work there.
Take advantage of the fact that someone learned something else there and get out and have those conversations. And that you may alter what's there, but that's how you keep it sustaining. Stay away from the people who have exactly the same experience that you do, it's not going to be as useful. I mean, go have a drink with them, but it's not going to be as
Yeah,
useful.
there's also a beer club at BuzzFeed that I am the founder of, so you're all welcome to come.
I'm coming.
Yes, and I'll give you your $20 later, TJ, for the plug. Thank you.
You know, that's interesting because we do not look at other banks for good ideas. We look at other industries. So we're looking at the hospitality industry, we're looking at the entertainment industry, look at the auto industry. And they have great ideas, and they have money, and they did a lot of research, and we just take that and say, how do we steal that and put our logo on it? And I've put our logo on many things that Ritz-Carlton did. I just pulled their logo off, put my logo on, and said, that's the investor's way. And they don't care.
Every idea,
I
every
guess
good
they don't
idea
care. You think
is
they care?
stolen.
Maybe they care. I don't know. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, like half the stuff I teach is stolen from Socrates, we're all idea
Absolutely.
thieves. We're all regurgitating the best ideas that we've learned.
Absolutely.
And so I think I applaud everybody for coming here today. And
Amateurs
Well,
borrow,
you know-
professionals steal.
You know,
So
one
I'm
of the
gonna-
things that we did too, and you probably all have clients that are businesses, especially if you're a bank or you're a service company that sells businesses. What we did was we picked our top 20 accounts. These are very successful businesses. And I went and interviewed them. So what are you doing here that makes you so successful? We've pulled out so many great ideas right from our client base. They said, here's how we motivate our people. Great idea. We're going to steal that. What about this? Here's how. And they don't care. Successful people love to share ideas. They don't care. They'll say, yeah, use it. And so you probably have a lot of resources right there. You don't even need a consultant. Well, maybe you do. You could hire us. But you have a lot of information because you probably have clients that are very innovative right now. They're just not in the Fortune 500, but they're very successful. So there's some good ideas already sitting there.
Okay, well, then we'll close the session. It's already past 10, so thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you got something out of this. Thank you for your panel.
thank you.